Oh, so we talking about originality, right? Originality. So originality is thinking right here. Wait, where we go? Hold the fuck on. Hold on, bro. We gotta find that video. We gotta find that video. What the fuck's that shit called, bro? Oh yeah. Bruh. I freaking wild dog head ass. Head ass.
Let me ask you something.
Yes,
You
Lord.
in Popeye's chicken, and Shaniqua is behind.
um, bro, are you serious right now? Bruh. Fucking the two chicks that said motherfucking African wild dogs, bro. God damn. Shit is insane, bro. This shit, what the fuck? Hell? I ain't got time for that shit no more. I was gonna show y'all something, but I'm good.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance.
You an Obama effect with Cat.
I seen his interview. He's a sweetheart. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I do you right.
You did. I didn't. That's very nice.
But let that you see you know.
You did, Grandma.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you very much. Megan, thank you for stopping by. I understand that you're extremely busy.
Bro, you sound like you say Miss
Well, thank you
Concubine.
very much. Megan, thank you for stopping by. I understand that you're extremely busy with your time, your energy, your movie career is doing great. And for you to give me a few moments of your time today, I greatly appreciate that.
No, I greatly appreciate you.
You know what? So let's get right into it. You've been at this thing. You started like when you was 4 years old. Did you know you always wanted to do? How did the commercial aspect of this thing start?
You know what's interesting is I grew up in Santa Clarita, California,
Okay.
back when it was called Canyon Country in the 80s.
Okay.
So we were like one of one black family. Okay. And then from there on, it was, a great experience.
That was the reassurance that you needed.
Yeah.
That you could do this.
Yeah.
You were doing great at this.
Yeah.
But you were hearing too many voices.
Yeah, and also to just stand up for myself
Right.
and just be like, look, y'all, one of you come and tell me. You guys decide what the four of you guys want to do, and then one person, probably the director, because that's the only person who should be talking to me while I'm filming. Just come tell me what you need me to do. And I mean, it was very pivotal for me because I walked away from it initially going, yeah, I don't know if I want to act anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because it was.
You got that discouraged?
Yeah, it was almost traumatizing because there was one director who came on that was yelling at me. Like there was a stunt that we were doing and he told me no matter what not to stop, and I was like, well, if it looks like someone's going to get hurt, then I'm going to stop. And then also it went from the stunt guy doing it to the actor doing the stunt. And in one case, I felt that me running up and grabbing this guy from behind, we were both going to fall down the hill, so I stopped, and he just
you got some anger issues. Now, hopefully you.
I did not punch her.
But you
That's
thought
it.
about it.
At that time, I don't know. First movie, fame or any type of success, but at the expense of losing my soul or not feeling good about who I am. It is not that serious. It just ain't. You know what I'm saying? And so I think as long as I keep my integrity and my authenticity, what's supposed to be mine will come to me. And I think it'll come to me even easier because you weed out the things that you don't need to be concerned with anyways.
Do you feel you've missed out on some roles?
Reunions. Like the Kevin who I mean, that whole cast.
Oh, let me go in here. And you hear.
Because, like I said, survival is one of the greatest human emotions.
Yeah.
You know, we're all doing that every single day.
Yeah.
And then in a heightened circumstance, I think that it's interesting when you discover what you would and what wouldn't do in the house. And I'm not going to get to them any other way. There to give why, and then
God, everything you ask.
That's just that.
Healthy pet food.
But yeah, for a long time, a lot, and
Cut your hair.
yeah.
Because did you feel that in order for you to be taken serious,
Yeah.
you had this was a step?
Well, I had this long kind of hair that I wore often, and I just think that people were like, oh, she's, the cute girl, the pretty girl, the sexy girl, the girl next door.
Bruh, that shit, bruh. Did y'all know this was when did I say middle school, probably. Middle school? Maybe freshman year. I don't know. Crush.
The love interest.
What's in the black?
Yeah.
Hmm.
To kind of calibrate after that to be like, okay, it's my world, what I want to do with it, And so I think
Reason why you got the divorce.
Right.
So it has to be
No,
different.
it really is. What the yeah. No.
I mean, I'm reading.
I think that what didn't work for us were the reasons why we ultimately, divorced. But I think that, I think the wait allowed us to get the full benefit. And I think it's the reason that we're still friends to this day. I think it's the reason that we walked into the room.
Divorce in the black.
Yeah, I ain't got time for this.
Which I pretty much know all. Meagan's the definition of composure. And I can say that because I always feel like I am, and then she trumps me, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah, nah, you see, she's rocking that shit.
So for all our other guests, Meagan,
but you rocking that shit.
A lot before this interview because I said, God, work through me.
On her, and so
yeah, she's rocking that shit. A little, you feel me?
happened. It was a joke. Truth is, this is the world, and we're all here to love each other. So the experiences that God has allowed me to have and the mind frame that he's allowed me to have and the way that I see the world, my perception, my attitude, the way I think everything is all a part of how he's created me for what he wants me to do. So he put me in this business. When I was 19, I asked him because I wasn't working a lot. I was seeing a lot of my friends getting jobs and I was wondering why I wasn't. I asked him, I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? Because if this is not what you want me to do, then I will give this up even though it's what somebody else is here for them. And I
Don't
respect
we all just
that.
want to give her a high five?
I really do. I'm like
that.
sitting here like, amen, church, synagogue. And she, kind of finished it off. Well, you can't, you have to accept the whole. It ended up becoming a massive fight because some of them happen to be Bloods and some of them happen to be Crips. Next thing you know, someone's running up there with a shank and somebody pulls out a gun.
Of the weight.
Yeah.
And the whole.
Like,
Man, I got blue on because last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Blue is royal, purple is royal. You know what I'm saying? Red light, blue light, red light, blue light. That is the main reason why we are here today. Red light, blue light, one of the main concepts. Red light, blue light. So you choose red light, blue light. Red light is temporary and blue light is eternal. So That's just facts. Red light is temporary. Red light is um, vibration. Blue light is magnetism, and that's just facts.
Supposed to be, that extra like gift, because this was actually my husband.
Film this summer with Malik Gilbert, Bill Duke, my first lead in the motion picture.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm like, you know what? But I've seen all these other people that
artists, and I've got like a litany of questions that basically just kind of give everybody that kind of sorry with the big
spell
word.
it.
No, we don't need to spell it. Melissa, you were going to ask some questions.
That's what I call him.
Interesting.
He spends a majority of the time dropping wisdom.
Next time I roll up to his house, I'm going to be like, yo, is Reese's Pieces here? Because
I was at the bookstore and I saw his book in the self-help section.
Interesting.
Nice.
Okay,
Funny.
so Ollie,
Yeah.
you're very kooky.
Thank you.
In that role, but just adorable as hell. But
Thank you.
it wasn't about the making good sex appeal.
Right.
It was about the girl.
That was the
those
point.
roles.
Was like,
Yeah.
how do I stray completely away from who everyone thinks
Have
that
you
I
ever
am?
worked with Queen Latifah or no?
Yeah,
Came together.
I do too. We know you're not unsung, but like we want to do your untold story. That I also wanted to mention to what Melissa was saying earlier. I have an Indiegogo campaign where my partner and I, Tamara Bass, are raising money to.
So if you run into Oprah, let her know. And when I went to Essence Fest, inspiring, thank you.
So we got to show.
Well,
them
any of
grace
you
too.
hoodlums out there come for making good, you got to come to us.
Come on.
And you
That's
don't
fine.
and you
So
don't
thank
want
you.
it with Jason.
She got them kinky kinky twist in, so she might give you them hands, boy.
All right. Thank you, Megan.
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Bye.
All right, bye everybody.
The fuck? Alright, we got this shit. I'm finna fucking. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. So men are done. It's over. Yeah, I'm over this. I'm over this shit. Damn, bruh. Yeah, I'm over this shit. I'm God, this shit interesting and weird. All this internet shit is so weird.